At Bila ICT Solutions, we ensure that you stay connected. Get an affordable LTE connectivity compatible with any LTE device. Connect your home and business with a capped LTE SIM card for 59 Rand only. Or get yourself uncapped LTE SIM card for 449 Rand only. Bila ICT Solutions, inspired by innovation.
Today we have one-of-a-kind special episode that will challenge you and motivate you. As we sat down with a young man who has done remarkable things with his life, very committed to his destiny and driven by purpose, he courageously devoted his youthful days to working hard to overturn his fortunes and overcome the burden of his poverty that defined his early childhood experiences. While he is a proud car parking marshal at his house church on Sundays, he is an accomplished professional employed as an investment banker and associate director. He has delivered memorable keynote speeches as a motivational speaker at excellent award ceremonies, which were held at UCT, Stellenbosch, and the University of Johannesburg, amongst others. He was honored as keynote speaker at the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation in Austin, Texas, USA. And he also addressed an international risk and finance conference held in South Africa this year on issues of financial markets and economics. Today we are interviewing Priya Rikotso from Muchipisi village, uncovering the key events of his life and his journey from village boy to becoming a globally recognized citizen. His academic journey started at Makapule Primary School, then went to Mbanyele High School and obtained his degree at the top university in Africa, the University of Cape Town. His journey exemplifies a truly local, zero to hero fairy tale, which we can all be proud of, which he believes is underpinned by his strong faith in God, perseverance, courage, hard work, and dedication to labor in grace to uncover doors to his God-ordained destiny. Let's shine the spotlight on our main guest at this time and hear from Priya Rikotso, our living legend himself, live from Shangan Gang Studios in Pretoria. Get ready to be inspired.
This episode is proudly brought to you by the Juta Lifestyle Gardens, Shangi Shangi.
This one you will have to translate some of the things because it's happening at the intellectuals. So, as you know, this episode is sponsored by Bila ICT Solutions. Bila ICT Solutions, they are inspired by innovation. The internet, the one is the globe, the load shedding. So that globe actually a charger. Load shedding in Uber, Okota light, they're a charger for almost 3 hours. So the globe there, the Clanancina, and then the internet, the computer, the UPS, the Clanancina Bila ICT Solutions, information in hands. So now let's have a prayer record. I put Sydney again. Put Sydney. Thank you so much for coming back. Semi koro sema party ya family kahle. Yeah. Okanyana my kolo ya kama nganyana katso.
So like suppose I actually have a declaration to make right at the start of this program.
Yeah.
Just for fear of confusing viewers and subscribers. So I am not one of the presenters as is known.
Yeah.
In fact, I was one of your subjects.
Yeah.
Your subjects. Yeah. But this time, I have to thank you, Kuba, on Rambelin Boya.
Yeah.
It's almost like a guest appearance of sort by myself, but it's one that I motivated for as well. Because up to me, it's not everything that's planned. So there will always be a day or a moment, almost a Damascus moment of sorts, when you stumble upon a subject matter or a story that hits you like a kick to the belly, and you want to be part of it. So it happened to me when I had an encounter with prayer, who I actually have not only just recently met, I've known him for more than 10 years, but I only ever gave myself time to get to the bottom of his story a few weeks ago. And when I discovered you were keen to me no ramba, na mina ni wana wa kunengata ramba
but from my side, it's an honor to actually be someone that I'm close to, with advices and all those things. We speak behind the cameras, we speak a lot of things. Sometimes we put this up,
wisdom,
so it's really an honor.
So one more time, prayer. I'm getting like a platform layer, a very exciting, very insightful platform. Shangan.
That word. Then can sing up for Mr. Baloy.
If you try to notion of prayer, we'll find it was song.
Social slime prophet or prayer and then
Me conge. Okay. Aish conge. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's very good. So, look, when I call young people your age, depending who I work with, I think when Africa Tonga, abakumeka bari kolongo bangapulela kona, because scope sha leshe abata ringeta kuchuza akasona as as a line of work for them. I shall quite now.
Yes.
Abakumeka maybe baramatichara, baramapurisa, with the male nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sengula shimakaku ni betlenyana kosa anga shoko ifana isungula kwi conversation yana na prayer.
Yeah.
But I think this can give us quite a good entry. When I will make chippies, right?
Yeah. Chippies.
Yeah. But you are fully settled in Johannesburg. You are also a citizen of the world. So
I would like to believe.
Yeah. So
it's a work in progress.
Yeah. You can tell us why is it that you are not based at Chippies? You are based in Johannesburg. Once in a while you are in New York. You are in Egypt. You are in Israel. You are in Turkey. All of these countries. What's going on with you?
Okay. Sheshivutso manda sungulala. Renza Ramina Sunglu Wakam Chippies. I was born and bred there. In a school, Ndondi Kwalayani primary, and then high school. New Anutla Kova Niakama Papi, Niadonda Ambanyel.
Okay.
You can get like on high school, I mean, ni pasana metric con. I think loco the last word will help to paint a picture. How did I Neuminja Nilaya Kash village and the Shabaway like Chippies?
Yeah.
Netuko Manargat in Naulidia Lava, who mocks over Chippies. I talang Longago, Kumbekati platforms again to Kumagumergatona from time to time. I talang. So it's important to give that context.
Yeah.
and then loko ni suka le ka high school ni vi na nkateko wa ku ni nga dyondzi university a ni dyondzangi eLimpopo and a ni dyondzangi la Joni. So vutomi bya la Joni has eluded me for the better part of the first 20 years of my life. Loko ni pasa matric ni ya dyondza University of Cape Town, which is usually known as UCT.
Yeah.
It's
John
ni dyondzi okay munhu u hlamula so loko ni graduate ni humi na degree of the bachelor's of commerce degree and specializing in the areas of finance and economics.
Okay.
And I'm saying it this way makaku part of our conversation when it comes to ni rhangi sungula kun'wana.
Okay.
Mara leswi ni nga sungurisa swona a hi swona ni nga hetisa swona.
Okay.
And I'm putting this because I think there is we'll get time to unpack that. And the courage to timhaka ta kombisa ku, and this comes back to your point Mr. Baloyi Kori, swin'wana swa endleka swi nga planiwangi. But some of those things loko swi endleka mi kuma ku kori it happens to be the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
I ti-detour letiya munhu a vekaka a hlangana na tona.
So leswi a wu sungule swona u nga hetelela u nga
Like so ni sungule hi actuarial science a UCT.
Yeah.
Even then obviously mhaka ku I think motivation ya mina nkarhi lowani it was something else. I think I'm motivated. Loko ni kha ni la research ya mina ti-career to hambana a ni twa ku la munhu luya a nga hlupheki ngopfu loko a khoma buku ne na ti-results ta yena ti nga kahle hi vona and then ku nga na mali ngopfu. That was my biggest motivation ku loko mali machangura ne laya ni vitaneni i tindhawu ta hina letiya ne se hi xo ngopfu xi nga ni kokela ngopfu kona ivi ni tlhela ni kuma ku loko ni kha ni huma ka Mchipisi a ni dyondza Ambanyela ni vi ki na nkateko wa kuma a scholarship from a company that is based overseas. To be exact, this was Michael and Susan Dell Foundation from the United States of America.
Yeah.
Even
so,
then. So
actuarial sciences.
Yes.
A swi hlamuseleke hi Xitsonga le.
Swa tika.
Mara swi swa xiyimo xa le henhla swinene.
Yeah, swona i swa xiyimo xa le i career. Yeah, okay. I career xiyimo xa le henhla swona mi no tiyisisa.
Okay, so leswaku ku na a line of study called actuarial sciences. A wu swi kuma kona le ka Mchipisi.
Hi leswi nga bakisa swona ku loko ma ha dyondza ka Mchipisi actual sciences a mi hi research ma ha ri ka Mchipisi or mi hi research loko mi ri UCT.
Okay.
Mi fana na hina vanhu vo fika hi tlhontlhometiwa ka ti-course tin'wanyana hi nga researchangi hi tona.
Okay, good shot. So a hi nge kumbexani ni nga ku hela ku hambana ka gondzo ra mina na vo tala swi sungula kona ane ni ti dyondzisi ku endla vulavisisi bya xiyimo xa le henhla na ha ri ka Mchipisi.
Okay.
Ane hi mhaka ku sweswi ni nga vula ku a ni vi na nkateko wa ku ri loko ni ri atlasini a ni nga hlupheki ku khoma ti-concepts.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that. I don't want to insult other people who work very, very hard.
Okay.
Mina ni na nkateko wa ku ri loko swi fika hala ka tibuku I work hard to get excellent results. Mara ku kuma ti-result leti n'wana n'wana ti kumaku I have a natural advantage. There are need there is. I think it's fair to lay that ground.
That makes sense. Well put.
Yeah. Sweswo swi tlhela swi ende sweswo swi ringeta ku kombisa ku not the level of interest and aspirations that career wise. At the family, I recognized I made a situation of advantage.
Yeah.
Because and then it's a disadvantage it's a rural school, ne? La kungana na loko ko va na ti career advisors, I think subject leya life orientation. A ku ta byeriwa ku mhaka ku wena ande ku na group ya class no ku yi career yini le munhu na ma stress leswi leswiya. Ka va ta ku u fanele u va doctor. Nkarhi wa kona na conversation ya engineering a yi nga ri na ntikelo wa ku fika kwalaho because a mo swi twa ku veri ku na ti-careers ta engineering and maths mara it ends there. A wu na information yo tala ngopfu. So mina lexi a xi ni frustrate ngopfu i ku a byeriwa I was even very good in biology. It was biology in our time loko hi dyondza. Se a ni byeriwa ku ri ni fanele ni ya va doctor. But there was something leswi mina a ni nga swi tsakeli ngopfu hi doctor lebyiya. And mara lexi a ni xi tsakela ku na mali. So I did research hi kona.
So bona xin'wanyana hi lava ku xi veka rivaleni hi bulu leri nga na rona na wena.
Yeah.
Ku mina na Khosa hi twananile ku hi lava ku tirhisa bulu leri ku hlohlotela vanhu lavantshwa. Na wena wa ha ri munhu lontshwa, actually you are a very young person.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I'm very sure you are very young is because one of your friends and age mates in one of our men.
Yeah.
So even though utkomba uri driven hi swilo leswi swi nga tisaka ku cinca a xikhwameni xa wena ku nga mali. The conversations I've had with you before left me very convinced you did not have any physical relation with money whilst growing up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So xiyimo lexi u nga kula ka xona ku za mali yi kumeka yi ri kule na wena loko u kha u kula a ku lo humelela yini a vo tumbeta mali le ka
I think I want to agree with you ka phati yin'we ka leswi mi nga swi vula ne i laha ka ku tumbeta mali. So observation ya mina i ku mali a yi tumbetiwa mara I'm sure ku i mani a yi tumbeta. What I'm sure of i ku ri a hi vatswari va mina va yi tumbeta. A yi nga tumbetiwi hi vatswari, a yi tumbela before yi fika ka hina. A yi nga ri kona, a hi vangi na wona nkateko lowu wa ku ri mali yi va kona. Kumbe for the better part of my upbringing, just to make it just to qualify the statement, a hi masiku hinkwawo la a ni swi tiva ku loko ni pfuka loko rixa ni ya dya yini loko ri pela ni ya dya yini loko ni ya ku tleleni. There were days ko tala swinene.
How is that feeling?
Dehumanizing. And the hila busiwana swi nga dangerous ngopfu because it strips you off the right to be human. It strips you of your dignity.
Self-esteem.
That is even way too advanced. Just the feeling of knowing where I belong in a community, it's gone. You don't have it. So that's what poverty does.
Prayer. Ufumaleka ka mali akaya loko kha u kula. U nga hi nyika swimbirhi swinharhu swilo leswi swi nga kumeka swi kha swi tikela ku va u swi fikelela hikuva ku nga ri na macheleni.
Okay, swi hlayinyana. Xo sungula a ku ri ku and I've mentioned this loko kha bla bla nkarhi wun'wana ku ri na swilo leswi va ngo i pocket money a ni swi tivi ku ri yini mina. Ni swi dyondza loko se now I'm in the position where I can offer somebody that privilege to experience what I did not experience. Pocket money understand the better part of the 12 years here, schooling from primary to high school. Understand, and then the second part you're gonna naloko mfanele nifika kuna nkarhi anga kata ku ku lembe na lembe ku va ni leswi swa ku vanhu va kuma information and bangi na kata ku swona ka nkarhi yo tala lena hi tsundzukaku hi loko a certain particular stranger a ngo ta xikolweni ku ri mutswari wa manana lawa hi dyondzaka na vona va nga fika va ni teka siku rin'wana va ni xavela uniform from the shoe to the shirt. And I think I got a siku leri va nga ta xikolweni siku rin'wana loko va tini va kuma ku loko ya ri atlasini a ni ri na ntangu wun'wana liya ma vo toughest with njhani se lexi hi mhaka ku mina a yi mbala 3 to 4 years a yi hetelela yi dyeka soul hala hansi yi pfuleka se leswi a ni swi endla a ku ri ku loko kha famba between ka mapapila na mchipisi loko ya xikolweni se a yi dyeka laha se a ni rhungelela loko se fika laha ku a ya ha rhungeli ma vo sola yi rhungeli se a ni teka bokisi ni ri petsa ni ri hoxa laha hansi ka ntangu laha ni boha hi nsivi ni kota ku famba a university for my first degree in tshame 4 years.
Okay. So na degree.
Na ya vunharhu.
In total,
na tin'wana na tin'wana.
So in total.
So full time tshame 4 years loko na endla undergraduate degree. La ni nga heta economics na finance kona from the University of Cape Town. Ebe kusuka kwalaho ni ya spenda 2 years, a year or 2 ni endla honors marala anga endla full time endla ku tirheni as a part-time student kan tirha full time ntirha about 12 to 14 hours a day mara na tlhela ni fanele ni ya class after hours. That's how I got to do my honors, and then I spent another 3 years, 3 to 4 years nikani and the masters. So and then after that and many other qualifications at the end. Yeah.
Okay. So roughly you've got about 10 years that you have invested
in education.
And punching your books.
Yeah, and punching my books.
Right. And the lower levels is
You should song. Okay, I'm an investment banker.
Okay.
No? And in my capacity, I'm an associate director looking after the credit analysis in the investment banking space. Nitera banking when bari Standard Chartered Bank. And then maybe at this point, let me take a detour and tell you a story. And the story is inspired by loko kha vulavula ni ikotala loko vulavula hi loko nkamutso ku ri tirha ku hi Standard Chartered Bank or Standard Bank. And the bank
because na mso hleketa ku Standard Chartered Bank, is it related to Standard Bank?
the relations to and I wanted to delve into that a little bit and make my point. A Standard Chartered Bank, is an international bank by way of how it's designated or how it's controlled, with just a presence in South Africa to serve the corporate investment banking
system
client base. So munhu wo fana na mina na n'wina loyi a tirhisaka hi retail bank yo ka branchini, they have no idea ku ri Standard Chartered Bank yi yini. So I always have a difficult ku hlamusela ku ri a wu tirhisa Standard Bank mara I bank yihi yaleyo. So my peers and everyone will always say, no, this is an international banking. And loko ni kha ni siku rin'wana ni kha ni hlaya ni langusa history kona I realize ku no, Standard Chartered Bank is not an international bank. It may look like it now, mara origin ya yona ila South Africa.
Okay.
Purely, it was incorporated here in South Africa back in the 18th century, I think around 1862-63, by 2 South African white men. Even then, yeah, it was the core origin of it. I got a bank to finance the mining operations of diamond in Kimberley. And then from there, I think a few years later, Baiba pulled a branch in New York, which was called Standard Chartered Bank of Africa, New York. History even then, fast forward, because it was incorporated in South Africa, purely South African bank, this was, you will remember, only some other democracy.
Yes.
So, as we enter bank aliyani hala loko ikhaikula bana the branch in Africa.
Yeah.
So it became Standard Chartered Bank of Africa. Even Maria headquarter wila noa. In nkarhi loko se ku ta transition of political power between Dutch na Britain na Balungu. It ended up being called Standard Chartered Bank of British South Africa. Yeah, that one would have worked, Mara, it's fine. Yeah. We'll do for now. So, Standard Chartered Bank, or Standard Chartered Bank of British South Africa. And then, even then, the major thing about Lashkari, even then, separated. I think it was late in the 80s. Last Standard Chartered Bank is sold off. I think they had about 39% or 40% share in the Standard Bank of South Africa, which we know as Standard Bank today. And then part of that settlement, Standard Bank of South Africa will retain the name at the brand name because the major Chartered Bank of India and a few other banks later at the fail in South Africa. They created what's called Standard Chartered Bank. Even then, this bank has a lot of presence in all African countries. So, in Karelia, the Chartered Bank of India, Aisha is not the branch or the subsidiaries, Cameroon, Congo, West Africa, and East Africa. And that is what has formed what the Standard Bank Group is today. When the Standard Bank Group of South Africa is the biggest bank in Africa. History, the acquisitions, and they're still big even today. The point I'm trying to make, and this is something that came to me, what can I possibly say?
So you are an investment bank.
Yeah, I'm an investment bank. So, yeah. So while we are there, the other important point, and this comes to Mr. Balo, there are my peers, who might have an interest, and this one, the history. Sometimes you run the risk of not knowing exactly where we are. So the benefit of that, Mr. not just the problems instead. The origins are shown in South Africa. It's a global bank. It's one of the biggest banks in the world, in the top 10. Its origins, its foundations from here. the richest man in the world, a billionaire, is just a few kilometers from where we're sitting, Elon Musk, was from here. And many more, the list goes on.
Yeah.
But in that important list of many more, kuna prayer records, Chippies, Kuala South Africa, who has had an opportunity, you mentioned a few countries, and the type of audience that I am engaging with. I'm in Tamila. They have to make time to come and listen to what I have to say in car.
Yeah. So, before we were exposed, also even before Uber investment banker, from a bit that you've shared with me, I know who went up Shaka at your earlier years. Who went up Shaka na the rubbish collection trucks. The truck like that they
yeah, Malakata.
Yeah. So logo the truck like that cut take out the dustbin I'm the what I have Steve Nago, but take a tackle the river subway. When I'm not when I've shut up to cool of success, unga something and a story says.
Just have shaka to one school. Let's vinga chincha utom zami. And more so in a positive way than negative. Shakalezi ngawana jona, to be precise, jisunguli loko nita a jona rusungula. I think I was about 12 years or 11 years. And I went pass grade 7 at primary. The next year and found near high school. So loko ndafika ala a journey mkarialia. Getting to experience Johannesburg for the very first time. Susanga Shamzela Shimo Ashtika, Namkukulu, our Kona, at Samagona Fonga 1. But Naswakoda, we're not sure what the next meal is going to come from. So let's see, Manabas end up Fukanampundi woman 3-4. I like Tambaula, or Labaya a Johannesburg, Diva Shabs as Fakil Oshwin. Logo, so Oshwin, someone so on Mansonga Shabe, that was going to be our dinner. No? So, initially, my experience in the first time, no man in our Shison. Every since one of these things, Fakil Shalom, so maybe there can be another way we can do these things. And then we tell them, merely adorable, me shabisa, sfakile so oshiwa, ane. Les so fresh so Africa, enemy. And if I'm going then that at robot when if can name one and shabisa, because Bakon one law kusham, Vafka but the shaker. So that was our way to diversify
the business.
Yeah, to diversify the business and make sure we reduce the loss.
Yeah.
So all me na Dambuleria are sungula logo Richard and Shakami got up tell and the Islam that tell I'm kumakuku. I'm shabwa, someone's your but the Islam kumaku na logo one of Kashaba, I think shall say 150. Of Kashaba to run logo alaba chichela kumaku you run out of change, I keep the change. That was one of the best days I had got that changed. Touring was a lot. I got a shower of Rashid when I ended up making one. So that means good. But that's why the also Oma is not part of us for that week. So Kubinangara, na xitoko xa hela loko xitoko xi hela a xi na xinkwa xi herile and then naswona swifaki leswiya swo mbabisa ndzeni loko swi omile so we had to figure out another way ya ku hala loko a ri laya so few kilometers from la a ni xavisela kona hi la titiraka leta pick it up a tongana kha ti nghena ti ya xava ti ya chicha swilo so what I used to see kwalaho ku vona vanhu lavo phusha ti-drone letiya mi ti vona ti ri na ta masaka lama makulu that was my first job at the age of 12 that has loko mi vulavula hi ku ri my motivation ku vi mali ngopfu it started from there
so a mi kuma swilo swa njhani a tindhawini letiya
good se loko swi ndlisa leswi ni ta sungula hi ku a hi tirha yini laha ni kume ku ri kusuka laha a rhoboteni ni yima kona ni xavisa and going ya nghena le ka dumping site was a huge career upgrade for a 12-year-old because mali liya a ni yi endla liya a ni ta yi endla hi vhiki kumbe uma 15 or 20 rand or even 50 rand in a good week a ni kota ku yi endla in one day so na yi vona i salary leyikulukumba ngopfu so ende leswi a hi endlisa swona a hi fanele ku lahliwa malakatsa lamaya hi fanele hi fika hi pfula mapulasitiki lama hi teka swibotiboti leswi swa ti-cold drink hi swi veka tlhelo hi sota swi veka tlhelo hi ya pimisa swona hi kuma mali swa swi na mali ngopfu hi teka mabokisi lama ma-brown lama na mo ma hlanganisa makokwa ku pimisiwa kun'wana henhla ka ntshlavanyana so mara kwala ndzeni ka sayiti so that's why loko ni kula I didn't need to go to the gym so fitness ya mina a ku ri gonya tshava ya kha ni koka disaka letiya but what so and masaka mabokisi a ma nga ri na mali yo tala a ku ri leswi a swi ri na swa maplastic swa ti-cold drink na swibotiboti swa mati kanti you also realize ku ri hey that one was even a gem on its own hi mhaka ku swibotiboti leswiyani a swi nga heteleli a swi nga mi nyiki mali yo tala ntsena layani that's where we're even getting our meal hi mhaka ku loko mi ta project a mi fika mi cumela xibotiboti lexi ri na mati that to me it was a big win
or a cold drink
even cold drink yi te taniya that was a big win leswiya a hi rhanga hi swona fika hi teketela swibotiboti leswiya hi hlanganisa hi chela ka xibo na swi tiva ku sweswi I have my drink for lunch even then kam ti-plastic letiya swakudya swi kuma kwele leswiya mi dyaka mi siya tihafu swin'wana ta fika hi teka hi veka tlhelo leswiya ku ya ku dyeni and then loko ku ri leswi mi kumaka ku swo huma ka tikhampani kun'wana swakudya swa kona kumbe i ti-canned food swi expirini me expiry date a yi nga swi tivi ku swakudya swi na expiry date ni swi tiva sweswi loko se ni so tirhela because for a big part of my life hi nkarhi luwa ni hanyi hi sweswiya swakudya leswi a swi expiring so that was it so swi heti swi endla ku ri ni ku nga ha vi mina ntsena na vamakwenu wa mina lava ni ri na bona boti wa mina na sesi wa mina wun'wana na mani a hi tirha swin'we kwele ka khampani yeliya
se a ku ri family company
a ku ri family business because a hi swi tiva ku loko ya leyi a ku na ku u fanele u stressa hi ku u ta dya yini lunch loko u vuya a wu pfuka nampundzu u famba u ta fika u swi kuma kwele swo dya u dyini u xurhile u tlhela u ya na mali that was the nice part ya kona u tirha namuntlha u xava u tlhela na mali u tlhela u dya
so loko va ku thyaka a ri dlayi wena wa swi tiva
swilo na swi tiva sweswo ende hanyi hi swona ende u komba ku thyaka a ri dlayi ne na loko ma wo sweswi ni mbale suti it's not coincidence ngona mbala suti I wanted to make a statement lexi lavaka ku endla xona ne i ku ri the first suit I wore in my life a yi huma le na madlangi petana madlangi Devland camping site why am I saying this a yi huma le njhani na ka swilo leswi a swi cukumetiwa ku na lava a va cukumeta timpahla se loko hi kuma checkers plastic ri phutsela timpahla letiya loko yi langutisa swo ku lexi a ri karhi a xi hambukelangi kumbe na ku xi hambukeni xa rhungeka leswi swi na swi kota ku ti rhungeka swin'wana leti a no dyondza loko mi vona vanhu va kha va endla So okay, she will have a long list leswi swa ku swi rhumba loko va kha va endlela hi munhu n'wi chisetela and then this is what she had. Se a hi ta teka na timpahla letiya hi vone hi kahle hi dzudzetela swi nga hlangani na swona chela plastikini ku ri fanele fika hi teka mhani ku leswiwani kumbe ku hlantsweriwa a va ta hlantswa kahle va ayinela swona hi plastic hi ayini liya ya makhala liya swi tlhela swi va kahle and impahla leyi na loko se ni tlhelela kaya ne loko ni ya ekerekeni a ni mbala yona loko mi twa ku xisa lexi a xi mbala a ni ngo mbala na liya hi mhaka ku ni rhandza ku mbala suti a ni nga swi rhandzi. That was all I had. And then loko ni langutisela a swi kumeka kona, it was the most unlikeliest of places. Mara lexi ni tsakisaka ku ri a swi nga tsaliwangi la gomweni ntsena swi hlantswiwini swi basini ne a ni tlhela ni va presentable. Na loko ni ya xikolweni ne mpahla liya a ni mbala yona.
U twakala u ri na ku khensa ko karhi aka matimu lawa hambileswi ya nga ri ku matimu ya kahle ku nga va ku ri na xin'we lexi xi nga endlaku u kumeka u nga ha yile aka ti-dumping site, something that traumatized you or made you to turn your back on that place.
Yeah, it's gone. Look at to keep myself composed because now
is it something you can share with us?
You're touching a raw nerve and I think I can share. Yeah. Part of it, so I for a better part of those month or two has become an important part of my life. That's where that sense of gratitude comes from. Because kumbala hembe other than hembe ya xikolo I learned kuma mpahla leyi nga ku kumbala baji na suit ni ku na tie no ti dyondzisa ku boha na xikolo sweswi na boha se ni cincina yena na ti-sharp nose na ti-sharp nose leti a ni ti mbala nkarhi wo a ti huma kwele. So that sense of gratitude comes from there ku ri leswiya va ngo ka un'wanyana ni va ngo i thyaka ka un'wana ku va treasure kulukumba and that expression has been true in my life. And when I was interacting with that environment in Delaware, there's an experience in Gamanayona which was traumatizing for a 12-year-old. This one logo. I said, there's a pick it up with
the first person.
Before the Maron Tracale do Hangalasa do Corella Mapato Ledia. The Kandaganda Ledia. The Kadingera, the Candela Suicide, the Shangalas. So look, Shangalasu is something I was from the arts. So you get to get the best of the best look, we cover the line, pick it up here, Churu. So you will have a and that was the model out there. Okay, you can just work there for the Guyana Pondo by 12, you know, you have sorted out, you have maybe saw a car, look sorted out of for the line, you are for the Chinese. So this day, I young and Nagore, Nishanganina, Golon can pull up as Nishangana one ansana. So my Dukwala ela and Kumoko Shakuta. Ilam Pasha Yamina Ayumakona. One Manansanan, at Comba Abu Beburim. So, Locos and Mistress and National Nankara and Zalagimu. Staking out one layer, Nale Akaya Vasti. Shoko Nasso and Manless one Banga Sutaba take up by surprise. Look at my thumb said, yes, she shows me. I may have told one or two people. Manalia Gublantis, the age of 12, ni swi voni ku n'wana mhaka a ku ri na vana va ntsanana kaya ne. That's how I got to recognize ku leswi n'wana loko a ni langutisa sweswi a rila ku tani ni yo pfala plastic leriya ni ri veka hansi and walked away. But lexi xi nga ni vava ngopfu i ku siku lera na ha tirhanga ne i ku ri ni ri vone ni gandaganda lera ri kha ri famba ku kwalaya because after timinetse nyana a ku levelekile laya. So my suspicion ku ri ku swi endleka n'wana luya a heti a kandziyerisiwa sweswi ya gandaganda leriya ivi vutomi bya yena byi va byi helele kwalaya.
Okay, I can try loko u ve na matimba ya ku avelana na yena xitori lexi na tshemba ku na vanhu lava va nga ku landzeleleni ka matimu ya wena you must have caught them by surprise because when we call a successful young person like you, people just expect you to come and talk about investment banking, talk about the number of degrees that you have. This is like a light bulb from nowhere. And thanks for the courage to share this with us. So all I know is that when you went to university, you did something that very few people can ever do in their lives. For years, you never slept. Even if you did, maybe just for an hour or two, which can't be called sleeping. Can you take us through that period? Because I've got a very strong feeling period here, yaloko with its own wrong at university. You were being taunted by this thing that you have just shared with us now.
No, absolutely, Mr. Baloy. And loko na hlamusela xitori lexiya and the pretext to it, I said, this is when my life changed. My perspective and the things I prioritize and value change. Because kubani living that traumatic experience, in my own situation, I'm helpless. I'm trying to battle poverty, and I'm punching above my weight as a 12-year-old. But at the same time, I can't watch my mom going up and down like that and do nothing. All I do is complain and say, "No, my friends have this, my friends have that. Why me not have that one?" While I see what she's going through. So that experience, that one hit me hard in Magago. In trying to do under normal circumstances, I've had to meet something like this. Even psychologically, that is when it doesn't sound okay. Because option the piece job if this is what they go through, I'm not gonna do that. If it means I need to stay at home, I'll stay at home. I won't choose a guarantee or at least a reasonable prospect of getting a reasonable employment opportunity. Right? So, I'm going to shift the mindset there. So the option, I'm not going to pass the first job when I joined So that was out of the picture for me because of that experience as a 12-year-old. Even then, when someone says, okay, what are the options for a poor child like me? And then at that point, I was reading, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change society. And then I took a cue from that and said, okay, I want this weapon, I want it to work in my life. So, because that one so physically, and I'm not winning, so I want to use the other gift I have. So I'm going to devote myself to everything I can to make sure that I get all the qualifications I need to get, I aspire to have. And the most important, one key thing at one day, in the pillar of education, I want to start. I'm not starting from positive or zero. I'm starting from minus. I want to go from minus, get to zero, and then move all the way to the top. Whatever field I am studying in, so that one day in time, there is hope for a hopeless case like me. Somebody else, and that context is very critical because it ties into how that experience has shaped my philosophy and my thinking. You could look university, I know this is my once in a lifetime opportunity. If I mess up this one, I'm never getting any other. The only other option I have is to go back there near that has been. And as long as I still have my 2 hands, my 2 feet, my 2 eyes, I won't let that happen. I will do everything it takes for me to make sure that I end up getting there. So now, on that note, and that is what has motivated part of what I've explained to him for the benefit of everyone. What I've shared with Mr. Baloy is how my daily schedule was looking like as a student at Bonfika University. As a first year, by May of the first semester, my day was starting around 7. I'm on my way to campus. Finishing the last 6 or 6, 7, taking a bus back to rest, have dinner for 30 minutes or so, and then say from that 7 to 8, that's when I'm having dinner. 8 to 11 or 1 sometimes, I'm working in a rest tech shop. At the time, I was even earning a better salary, which was 10 rand per hour. So I was making sure that every single day, I'm working from 8 to.
So that's a full day almost.
Yeah, right.
Because you would wake up at 7.
At 7, I'm on a bus to campus. I'm already getting into campus in the night class. So by the next 7, that's when I am able to come back to rest.
Food a bit.
And then Karuana don't take a shop with any other tech shop. So that is up until 11 midnight most of the times. Make sure that I never able to buy myself cosmetics. I got to save my money. I figure June and December I'm able. I got to shower, take the bus, flight. We are kind of because if I don't get that, it will be an insult if I call home. At the time, I think I returned it was ranging between 600 to 1,000, but that was a lot of money to expect the guy.
Yeah.
The main salary and Abaikuma, that social grant, so on the part ya day mina solukune ta kushavisa yo 11 midnight. Ikona nsungula kwa kuhlaya. From around midnight to around 2 after 2.
Then you'll probably sleep for like an hour or 2.
Yeah, so from 2:30, and then you come back to the book, and then you come back around. So from 3 onwards, that's where I find time to sleep between 3 and after 6. Before I campus food. So that was my daily routine. So part of that, difficult as it was.
So for how long did you have to stretch this sort of routine?
So I stretched that routine for the first 2.5 years.
Sleeping 2-3 hours max, and the rest of the hours you are on your feet.
Yeah, I'm on my feet.
So, Kosa, I think planley ungatana yona ku lava ku tirhisa program ya kumbe vutomi bya mkhongelo ku hlohlotela vanhu lava vantshwa. Mina ni vona nga ku na vakhalabya
Yeah.
Because sleeping routine, that's something that most of people who are struggling with.
Awara leti ni nga ti tlela mina mpfhuka ni velekiwa ti endla malembe yo tala. So u twa ku ku na munhu loyi in his prime as a young person a ti tsona vurhongo a tlela tiawara timbirhi kumbe tinharhu for malembe. There is no, I don't know whether to call it self-punishment or self-discipline, or it's a little bit of both.
Precise, it's a hybrid of it. So because the reality is, we must say, we can't say it's easy. It's difficult. So your body takes a huge toll. But
Not to rest.
yeah, but for me now, it was a question of, would I rather face another few days old child looking me, staring me in the face, or rather not sleep knowing that when I do this, get good results, there'll be someone who will take a chance on me.
Yeah.
Because I've proven that even though I know I am not a hopeless case. If you dare give me a chance, I'll make you proud.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to prove to the world. And I did.
So fast forward, Prayer, after those many years of putting in the hard hours and the hard work and studying, you've now graduated right from your junior degree all the way up to your master's. Are you still studying?
Yes, I am.
What are you studying towards?
Currently, I'm enrolling for my PhD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So itakula dokotela next time.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely come back for that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So una ndyangu wa wena sweswi?
Yes.
Ndyangu wa wena na nsati kumbe na vana va vona?
So I would say the hand of God has been in my life. Even, and I think that's one I'm gonna take toll on myself. I punish myself just to get somewhere. And then part of my postgraduate studies the day after so that toll. And I think maybe at this point it's quite important to take a pause and acknowledge the sacrifices that my family has made. Be it from Bacharpa Mina Kaina Umakoinu, and most importantly, Satwa Mina, and Mabana. So when Ibalabla Kursesi, the next phase itaba ikai balabla so bitramer nasharangi. They need to get credit for that because I'm married. I have I stay with my wife and we're blessed with 3 kids.
With the kind of hard life you've gone through in your early days, when you look at your kids, what comes to mind? What do you wish for those kids? What do you tell them?
I wish they never experienced what I experienced growing up as a child. In terms of the hardships. But I also wish because those were part of my struggles growing up and they were part of the circumstances I was in. And what I thank God for today, my experience learning Awanayona has taught me certain survival skills in life, right? And my biggest thing, they're in a better environment than I was in. They're experiencing better life than I ever could have as a child. And that is not a mistake, it's by design. It's a direct result of the self-punishment I've inflicted on myself, the effort, the passion to make things better than how I found them. So in better environment they need to learn their own set of survival skills.
Yes.
Because I don't want them to get too comfortable, and then just enjoy the shadow of my hard work, and then become lazy. Because this is what I tell them. The oldest one is 7 years old, right? And I'm glad she's starting to pick up on all of these things. They must know that in this life there is nothing for free. For everything, for whatever, and when you need to get anything from anybody, don't go there and negotiate anything with empty hands. When you need to go and ask for something from somebody, have something that you're willing to offer. Until you can come and show me that, this is what I've studied, I've done a preliminary study of you, Mr. Balon, or you, Mr. Kos. There's something I want from you. I need you to help me with. Before I come to you and approach you for help, I need to assess what are the areas of need where you need help. And then in a way, as a ticket for me, because I don't have anybody else to sponsor, don't have anybody else to open the door for me. When I knock, I present something that is of essence to you, and that creates a natural environment for negotiation of a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yeah.
So in that way, so that's what I try to teach them now. You will never, as long as I live, you will never have to experience what I experienced. You won't go to bed hungry. And then you will have the good life, but you must know that nothing comes for free.
Yeah.
So even here, you need to do certain things. You need to work to get to this. I can give you a head start to get up to here, but it's up to you how far you go.
Yeah.
And I have an aspiration that whatever you do in this life, you need to be way better than me. Because if you can't get to achieve what I've achieved, then my legacy is not the legacy of all the self-punishment that I've inflicted.
It's amounted to zero.
Yes, amounted to zero. So if you are able to carry on that responsibility, take it to the next level, that's what makes me happy.
So,
I think with prayer for a proper session.
Yeah, no,
Motivate those who think it's the end of the road. I think we must come up with a slogan. It's a motivational hour with prayer.
Yeah, you guys so nice, So in closing, Mani, I can just imagine how proud she is of you. And I just wish to be a fly on the wall when you are having conversations with her. So when you come back, it would be great to even find a way yaku hitwa ku batitwa njani in'wana wa vona prayer. Aka wona nongonoko lowu hi nga ta va se hi wu package ku u va u langutane na ku motivate. Prayer, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
It was great having you here.
No, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Different, very motivational, open-eyeing episodes.
Very different.
It was very different.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they are very motivated and acknowledge on us on the episode. We will talk further. Doctor. In future.
Those are very prophetic words. So I cancel on them.